Back to the phone lines. We'll talk to Dylan, Farmington, New Mexico. Hi, Dylan.
Hey, Mr. Hanegraaff. How are you?
I'm good.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What happens to people who die in a tribe and, they were raised by their traditions and don't know God?
Here's how I answer that, Dylan. The truth of Scripture is that from one man God made every nation of men, that they should inhabit all of earth, and He determined the exact times and places that they should live, and did that so that we can reach out for Him and find Him, though He's not far from each one of us. And what that means is there is no place on earth where the glory of God is not prevalent, because if you look up from, let's say, where you are in Farmington, you look up at the night sky, you see the moon, you see the stars. But the same thing is true if you're in Saudi Arabia right now or in Iran. I was in Iran. I looked up at the night sky as I was walking through the streets of Tehran. I could see the moon and stars. So no matter where you are, you have the light of creation. But even more, you have written upon the tablet of your consciousness a knowledge of God as well. And that's why people quip there are no atheists in foxholes. When the bombs are exploding all around, people inevitably cry out, God help me. So we have an inner light and an outer light, the light of creation, the light of conscience. And if we respond to that, no matter where we are, we will receive further light. To go back to what Jesus said to Nicodemus, light came into darkness, men loved darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. So the problem is not so much that we don't have light. The problem is that people love darkness, and therefore they remain in that darkness and they don't respond to the light. So wherever you are, Dylan, you can receive light. And I always like to say to people, it's not the absence of knowledge that ultimately damns us. It's the despising of knowledge that ultimately damns us. And again, that principle is drawn from the words of Jesus speaking to Nicodemus.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hanegraaff.
You got it, Dylan. Thanks for calling me.